guys, it's LewisTV back with another video. Today I'm going to be ranking League 2 fans for the 2019-20 season. I don't know why I'm doing last season, now that I think of it, although it is sort of this season. But I'm doing this because I don't have any content. Football slowly making its way back. Cover's starting to make some signings. But yeah, got a tier list. It'll be on the screen there, I think, or there. I'll be pointing to it somehow because I'm in one of the top corners. But yeah, we're starting with class, decent, average, bad, and awful. Obviously, this is my own opinion, my own experience of them, so don't take it to heart. Let me know what you think in the description, the comments, sorry, not the description. Leave a like, follow my socials, Instagram, LewisTV, YT, Twitter is exactly the same. But yeah, let's just jump straight into the tier list with, I believe it's Bradford City. Now, from personal experience, Bradford always have a good set of fans. So, I'm doing this on my own old phone, so it might take a while. Right, Bradford, for League 2 and for League 1, they have a class set of fans. They were constantly hitting around 15,000 home fans last year in League 1, even though they're having a woeful season. They always make a decent bit of noise away when I see them. So yeah, for me, they're definitely class fans. Next, we've got Carlisle. I'll say average. I'll say that because, first of all, they don't have the best set of fans considering there's literally nothing around them. But because they're so far away, their away support isn't ever going to be the best. When they play Edus, unfortunately it was on a Tuesday night, so they couldn't bring that many. But I still believe they brought 100 or around that number. Maybe even between 100 and 200, I believe. So I'd say, yeah, going from personal experience, I'd say they're an average set of fans. Not the best because of how far they are, but not the worst because of how far they are. Exeter, I'm going to put these guys in decent because they have some great support at home in the Cowshed Terrace, I believe it is. I've always seen like videos and pictures of that, and it always looked packed and bouncing. Reason why they're not in class is because away support lacking. Wembley, they bought 25,000. No, I think they bought 15,000, which for a big day out at Wembley, that's not the best. Should probably be bringing more, even if they were there the year before. Obviously, they didn't take the best numbers to Wembley this year, but there is actually a reason for that. So yeah, I'll say they're a decent set of fans, but once again, not the best. Next, Crawley. I'm going to put these in bad. There isn't much around them. There's Brighton, obviously, but that's still south of them. Quite far, well, not just a decent ways from them. But yeah, they've got. They're in the top 10 lowest away followings in the EFL this year. So yeah, they're quite bad. I'm gonna put them in awful. They don't cut it for me. Colchester, I'm gonna put also indecent with Exeter. Took 7,000 to Man United on a Tuesday night. Yeah, so that obviously gets highlighted. So although it is Man United away, obviously we did that. Although we have good fans. But yeah, I'd say decent because yeah, just they're good fans, bought a decent amount to us 2 years ago. So yeah, I've always thought of them to travel well and make a decent bit of noise. Next, we've got Crew. I would say this bunch is an average bunch. Decent bit of noise, decent following, but not best following, not best amount of noise. Similar to Carlisle. They're there's basically the reason why they're good is the reason they're bad. Forest Green, awful. Vegans, don't make any noise, don't travel, don't get many at home. That's all I have to say, really. Plymouth, bad. Nah. Plymouth, nah. Plymouth class. Plymouth are class fans. Travel really well, get really good home attendances, make a lot of noise. They're definitely a class set of fans. Next is Port Vale. Gonna put them in bad. They don't get the best home attendances. They don't take too many away from what I've seen and from what I've witnessed. Don't make much noise. They don't have that many fans. They took quite a lot to Man City, but sort of similar to Colchester, it is Man City. And it's Premier League club away. So, yeah. I'm going to put Scunthorpe in decent because from what I've seen of them, they make decent bit of noise. When I went Glanford Park last year, made a decent bit of noise when they beat us 2-1. First game of the season at the UK last year as well, they made a decent bit of noise. Beat us again. Both times 2-1. That's quite weird, actually. But yeah, they made a decent bit of noise. Next, we've got Cambridge. I'd say another set of average fans. And I'm not going to go over myself again, because it's literally the same as the other two. Mainly Crewe. Macclesfield, awful. Same reasons as the other two, once again. Except for us, no, they're not vegan. Same reason as Crawley, basically. Mansfield, I'm going to put Mansfield in decent. League 2 season, they bought 1,000-ish middle of November, which is good. They made a lot of noise, get decent home attendances, make a decent bit of noise at home. Can't really fault them, to be fair. They're fans, like I've just said. Cheltenham, bad fans. Yeah, they don't make much noise. Don't travel away too good. Don't get too much at home when they're not having a good season like this year. So yeah, they're a bad set of fans. Grimsby, no, I'm not putting Grimsby in awful. It's between decent and class. I'm going to put class because they always travel well, and last year in particular they were doing awful. They won a mad amount of games without a win, but their fans stuck with them. It might have been the year before, but the fans still stuck with them, still travelled away really well, still made good noise. And yeah, you can't really mock them for that, and I genuinely think they have class fans. Leyton Orient, another set of decent fans. Always make a bit of noise, even when they were going through that tough period with Francesco Bicchetti. Is that how you say his name? I think that's his name. It's been a while. It's been like 3 years since he went. So, but yeah, they always made a good bit of noise, even when he was there. They get decent home attendances, travel well, decent away attendances, decent bit of noise. So yeah, I would say they've got some decent fans. Morecambe, I'm going to put them bad because they don't get too many at home, don't travel too well, but just from that game, final day of League 2, the way like fans interacted at the end of the game when they stayed up, we got playoffs, there was pitch invasion and all that. That is like, that shows they have decent fans, but they also have bad fans because they don't travel or make much noise. But they did make a lot of noise that day. Sorry, Barnet. Newport, I'm going to put in average. I'm not going to say they've got bad fans because they are in Wales, so they shouldn't actually be in our league. But still, you shouldn't really expect them to travel too well, but they still take decent numbers, considering they are in a different country. But yeah, you can't fault their fans. They are a good set. I rate them. I do rate them. But they shouldn't be in the league. Northampton, I'm going to put in average. Once again, didn't take too many to Wembley this year. From my experiences, they don't make too much noise, don't travel too well. But they do, once again, it's similar to Crewe and the others in there. Oldham, not bad. I would say they're decent. Make a good bit of noise, I would say. Travel well, get good home attendances. Yeah, I'd say they're some good set of fans. Salford, awful. 10th worst away attendances in the EFL this season. I think it was like 274 that average was. So yeah, I just don't. Another money club as well. So I'm not the biggest fan of them. Don't like their fans. They're not very good. Yeah, I'd say awful. Another club going in awful. Actually, no, I'd say Stevenage are bad. Decent bit of noise, not the best home attendance. In fact, no, they've got pretty bad home attendances. But still, they make a decent bit of noise. They travel all right, but not the best. But yeah, Swindon, I'm going to put in decent. They travel well, good home attendances, make a good bit of noise. So yeah, I'd say they're decent. Then to round things off, I'd say I would say average set of fans. Walsall are. Don't travel too well. Don't get the best home attendances. Don't make much noise. All 3 games when I saw them last year, they didn't have many fans. They didn't make any noise. So yeah, I would say they are an average set of fans. On your screen now will be the full tier list. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. Let's try and get 15 likes. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's try and get 700 as soon as possible. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know that I'm an idiot and I don't know anything about League 2 fans, because that's what most comments are normally like. But yeah, follow my socials: Instagram LewisTV YT, Twitter exactly the same, LewisTV YT. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you all next time.